everybody, and a happy Thursday. Welcome to CycloneFanatic.com. It's time for our Mr. B segment, but Tim Sitzmann joins me as normal, but guess what? We're not at Mr. B's today.
This is kind of unusual for us, Chris, and I'm trying to get used to the environment. What a great environment.
Hey, we're at Badowers on Ingersoll. Now, Tim, I don't have this address memorized. We haven't been doing this one for a couple of years.
I own the place, and I don't know if I know the address. It's 2800 block of Ingersoll. I always tell them it's great to be in beautiful Clive, Iowa, but there's nothing wrong with Des Moines, Iowa, and how beautiful it is today, Chris.
Something about being downtown gets my juices flowing.
Isn't it great?
I'm a country boy. Yeah. I'm not used to the
we grew up in little towns.
Buildings. Yeah, I'm not used to the big buildings. When I come down here, it makes me really feel like I'm an adult.
It's fabulous, and we're right next to the Star Bar, kind of a favorite on Ingersoll,
yeah.
You know, and it's a lot of fun. But we have a different environment here, Chris, as you might see from Mr. B's. It's a little younger attitude, some great names in fashion, and Kevin and Michael are the lead men down here, and Bailey's a part-time person that works for us, and they do a terrific job. I'd invite all you Cyclone fanatics, check it out on Ingersoll.
Yeah, I was really impressed. Came in here today. You got a good crew, nice crew. Chatted with them a little bit. And
fantastic.
I need to,
I was late today.
You were late.
Yeah.
It's all right though. I got to feel the place out a little bit. I mean, I'm taking in everything here. I need to improve my wardrobe, and you said it's kind of a younger crowd here,
some great denim labels. They do the salvage denim that's like the old 501s, Levi's that I grew up with,
yeah.
where you bought a jean that was a little rough at first, but it forms to you. They do a ton of business in that. So that's just an example. Check it out on Ingersoll. It is a fun place to shop.
All right, and again, Mr. B's too. We got to give Mr. B's a plug.
Oh, yeah, I'm at Mr. B's. You come in, it's bright, cheery, fun for spring. You know, the weather's warm.
Yeah.
Time to check us all out.
I tell you what, Tim, too. Even more lately. What
Yeah.
I've noticed with a lot of our advertisers, the really successful advertisers with us who have been with us the longest, it really picks up steam after a while. There's kind of a branding thing, and now when a guy thinks suit, he thinks Mr. B's.
Absolutely. We hope they do. We hope it's synonymous with suits and dress. You think of Badowers,
yeah.
Mr. B's, where you get service and fine quality clothing.
I've just had so many people here, really over the last 2 months, come up to me and say they really enjoyed their time. And I just talked to Tim, too. I don't think a lot of people realize this about what you guys do, but, I used to be about 30 pounds heavier.
Right.
I bought a suit a couple years ago, worn it twice, and Tim's going to tailor it for me.
We do that.
They do that type of stuff,
We
too.
want you looking good, Chris.
Well, you got to look sharp, so
Absolutely.
that way I don't come in wearing my plaid.
One of these days, he's going to have a suit on with me, you guys.
One of these days. Maybe when we get that thing tailored.
Okay.
I'm not going to wear a suit to the spring game on Saturday.
Spring game's here, Saturday.
I'll say this, though. The weather forecast looks much better than it did earlier in the week. They're now saying like 58 and possibly sunny skies. So we got to get out to Jack Trice Stadium. We're going to have a Cyclone Fanatic Wilson Toyota pregame show from 11 to 1. Mr. B's and Badowers, a proud sponsor of that program as well. Tim, I'm excited. Everybody's excited to see the quarterbacks, but I love the spring game, man, because you get to see a guy like I'll just throw one out there. A guy I'm excited to see is Jarvis West. He's a redshirt freshman,
Yep.
wide receiver. Never seen him before. I cover the team about as close as anybody. Never seen the guy play before. That's what excites me about the spring game, seeing these guys who you've heard about, you've heard the hype. Now we get to go out there and check it out and see if they're for real.
I think the spring game is for all the Fanatic fans. I mean, that explains what it's about. The Fanatic fans are always on to anything going on at ISU. And I think it's a time to come out. Weather sounds pretty good. I'm pretty interested in the quarterback issue. I happened to have Coach Rhodes stop in at Mr. B a week or so ago. We were chatting about the quarterback issue, and we know that Tiller is hurt a little bit. He's got a little sore arm.
A little hyperextended elbow is what they're calling it.
And Coach Rhodes said that he'll fight through it. It's just a matter of, it puts you behind a little bit when you're hurt, Chris. It gives the other guy a little advantage, and we've seen that happen in a lot of situations. So it's going to be a dogfight for next fall on who's going to play, and maybe they both will play. Who knows at this point?
Jerome Tiller didn't need that. He needs to be out on the field. Steele Jantz is a man on a mission. I actually got to I was away in Seattle when spring ball started, but I got to talk to Steele for the first time earlier this week on Tuesday. Young man's focused. I'm not saying he's going to be the quarterback next year, but the young man certainly is focused. His head is on straight, which is a good thing. Gotta love that competition.
It's terrific.
And I love the fact, Tim, Coach Rhodes didn't name a starter on Tuesday. He said we're going to push this into the summer. Those guys are going to be duking it out all summer long.
And he didn't insinuate that, but I could sense by his demeanor that it was a competition.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Right.
You brought up a great point, Tim. The spring game isn't for your casual fan.
No.
It is for the fanatics.
It is the fanatics. It is what it is, and you know, I'm a sports fan. I watch sports. I got it on at home all the time. But you know, the spring game for me is just okay. I'm not running up. I'm on the fanatic, but I'm not that crazy.
Yeah.
I want to see the competition. I want to see my enemy across the line. You know.
You're not a nut like me. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I was telling my wife this the other day. She didn't understand it. She goes, "It's a practice." I go, "Practice? That's not a practice."
She doesn't That's what I'm saying. The fanatic understands.
Yeah, totally. And you mark my word. We'll have one of the biggest traffic days of the year.
You will
on the spring game, and that's why, you know, we appreciate Mr. B stepping up to the plate and helping us provide a pregame show as always.
Always enjoy the time with you, and it's
yeah.
You know what? There's a lot of excitement at ISU, and it's growing by the demeanor of the two coaches that are there. And we talked about Coach Finley a couple of shows ago, and just a great setting right now. And we should be proud as fans, and we talk about this a lot, being a good fan. And there's a terrific programs up there that we should be proud of.
Got a new Big 12 TV deal announced yesterday too, which is really exciting. I'm sure that's going to be hashed out over the next couple of weeks.
Sounds exciting.
Well, Tim, yeah, it's great. It's good to be at Badowers today.
You know, it's
new location.
It's really fun to have you here. We've talked about this for quite some time, and this is one of the two stores that I own here in Des Moines. They're easy to find. Ingersoll, 2800 Ingersoll. You can't miss us. We're on the north side of the street. A beautiful store, and you know where Mr. B's is, 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive, Iowa. We call it beautiful Clive, Iowa. Great merchandise in both stores, great service, great tailoring as you talked about, and it's wonderful to be with all you fanatics out there.
Stop on in here, especially you younger fanatics.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. I mean, it really is. Mr. B's outstanding, but this is just a little bit of a different niche.
Ask for Michael or Kevin or Bailey. The three of them are here, and they'll take great care of you.
They'll get you hooked up. Click on their banner ad all over our website as well. Tim, thanks a lot. We'll see you shortly. And hey, if the weather's nice and if you can take a couple hours to get away from work, why don't you come on up and say hi at the spring game on Saturday, all right?
I might do that, but it's good to see you. You look just the same on Ingersoll as you do at Mr. B's. It's good to be here.
As do you, my friend. Take care, everybody. If you're coming up to Ames on Saturday, be safe. Remember to tune into 1460 KXNO, or you can stream it online at KXNO.com. 11 to 1, we're going to be having a pregame show. Austin Arnaud's going to be there for an hour.
Oh, great.
We're going to stack the book as far as guests go. It's going to be a who's who. We look forward to you listening. Thanks a lot, everybody. And as always, go Cyclones.